What's up, guys? We're back. Good morning. It's November 12th, Sunday, and I'm just out here checking out my little avocado grove, hanging out, drinking well, sometimes I enjoy one of these. It's a macchiato, green tea macchiato. So, in any case, in my last video, I planted a maluma, which I kind of wanted to see how it's doing and show you guys how it's doing. And there it is. It's doing great. I've been kind of like hand watering it because I don't have a irrigation line set up to it yet. So it's doing great. Leaves are still nice and green. Stem is still green there. I have one fruit still. It's surviving. It does have, it's kind of interesting because it kind of has that like gold specks, kind of like the gem avocado. So doing well. I'm gonna water it today, give it a little water, and we'll see how it goes. I'm really hoping that I can taste this, so hopefully this survives all the way through so we can actually taste it. I'll do a taste test for you guys, but excited to have one of these. Of course, I bought more malumas, and what happened was a bunch of people reached out to me and they said, hey, could I get one off of you? And I ended up just giving it to them. So those are all gone, so ended up with only one for myself, which is all good. So my Edinger, I think it's ready. And if I look at my spreadsheet and what I've kind of categorized as when this is available to kind of like start harvesting, it says September all the way through probably sometime next year. So I'm thinking I might want to give this one a try, but I would like to kind of have it hang on to the tree a little longer to see if I can get it to build like more oils and build in flavor. So these are good size already. They're pretty much ready to go, I think. So I don't know, maybe next month I'll try one. Of course, all of my Hass is just hanging out, building in size, kind of waiting till next year so we can start harvesting these. But excited to have a Hass, of course. It's one of those varieties that I think you should just have anyways in your yard. I mean, I guess this is pretty decent size already for a Hass around this time of year, at least for me. We did have a late start to the year, so, and you know, there's more in there, so we'll see how it goes. Can't wait to, I mean, this is a really good, excellent tasting avocado, so this is why I say just get a Hass and you'll be happy. So on this side of the yard, I'm just doing this really for me, just to document how things are looking like today. So Carbon Hass really taking off here. You can see it kind of outgrowing my stake. It's definitely taken off. That's doing great. My reed, it's got some fruit in there. I'll show you that. And the ball right there, Edrenal. This right there is the Jim Bacon. This is right here is a gem, and there's another gem like right there. So these two are gems, and I have right there is a lamb. So lamb Hass, Edrenal. Let's go see if the fruit's still on my Edrenal. And it is right there. I know exactly where it is because I only have one fruit. So that's where it's at. And then on my gem, there's only one fruit on this one. And there it is right there. So let's walk back. This is the reed. On this reed I have two hanging on, but my other reed that I have, it's got 6, and the size of that one is way bigger than these, fruit wise. but that's a good size already. We'll keep track of how these do throughout the year. And of course, my Mexicola, this is really probably a Mexicola Grande based on the fruit that I've gotten already. My Surprise right there, growing well. You know, this one fell over. I had to kind of restake it back up. And my Fuerte, doing okay. Finally starting to look a lot better. So I'm hoping for next year to see if we get some fruit. All right, so back to this side. Hass, Zutano, Hass, Maluma, Edinger, Jan Boyce, reaching up, doing great, and Kona Charwell. So the Kona is doing really good. This is one of those Konas I got from Brokaw Nurseries, and it's on Duke 7 rootstock, and it really is trying to reach up to the skies here. So it does get a little sensitive to the heat from what I've seen. Let me see if I can zoom into the top there. But you'll see like leaves like that. See, it's all kind of crispy right there. So that's kind of how it is. But as soon as it was starting to do that, added a little extra water. Yeah, so during the time that we had a good 3 days of just like heavy, really heavy winds, it did suck up a lot of the moisture out of the air, and I had to come out here and add it, you know, a little extra water, so that really helped it, and it bounced back. But if I didn't add the water, the top tips would have probably kind of like wilted and died. Let me show you guys something crazy. This is my Mexicola Grande, and do you guys see that? Okay, I'm trying to focus. Do you guys see that? What does that look like? It is November and we got flowers. This is crazy. So I'm gonna walk around to see if we got flowers anywhere else. But we do have a couple. I looked around on this Mexicola, and so it's exciting to see some flowers, but are we gonna get any fruit? That's the question. And I can tell you that my Mexicola has been really a weak producer, so I'm not too excited about this tree. I'm actually willing to kind of like top work this whole thing, but it always surprises me by flowering like in November, and then it has some little BBs, but it doesn't really stick. So it's kind of like a rug pull. And the battle never ends. I thought I got all of them, but there's more. So I just noticed this morning, kind of fresh. So I set my trap. By the way, if you guys don't have this trap, this thing's awesome. It's great. It works really good. It's easy to set also. You see how you don't really have to dig the hole. You kind of just find the runner and then open it up a little bit and stick the trap in there and set it pretty easily. It's called the Gopher Hawk. So let's see if it actually works today. So I don't go on this side that much, but I'm trying to like put my hand over the camera because it's really sunny right now. But this is one of my Hass. It's supposed to be a holiday, but it's a Hass. After we got some fruit, we confirmed. So here's the fruit. That's not a holiday fruit. That's definitely not a holiday fruit. So we got a Hass for sure, but it's fruiting nicely, so excited about that. And on this side, my Pinkerton, and guess what, guys? It's flowering. Let's see if I could get in there so you can see it. So Pinkerton is flowering for me, Southern California right now. Okay, I'm back on the other side now, and yeah, the Pinkerton for sure was flowering a lot, so we'll keep an eye on it to see if it actually fruits. And I don't know if it's going to do it or not, but I'm hoping it does. But I'm here checking out my bacon. As you guys know, my bacon's a beast. And the fruit is pretty much getting ready to be picked. I'm gonna hold on to it for maybe a couple more weeks. Maybe beginning of January or late December I might start. Sometimes I notice that the actual skin will start to crack. So that's kind of when I start picking them. So there's fruit in here, which is good. And what I noticed about bacon, and you know, the seed is relatively big, but the seed makes a really good root stock. So I've done a couple of seeds and grown it out and grafted, you know, different varieties on there, and it takes really, really well. So example, this right here is a bacon seed that grew, that I grafted this SC Gold, which is really taken off this year. I mean, in 1 year, this is what it's done. It's amazing. So, okay, here is my other reed. It's got 6 of these on there. So let me walk back to show you. That's kind of how big the tree is right now. It's probably shouldn't be holding 6 fruit, but I'm letting it do it because at the end of the day, I do want some fruit. Everything else is doing good, just chugging along. Carmen right here, falling over a little bit because it's kind of heavily loaded with fruit. Of course, the bacon right now, just showing you what it looks like. More for a record for me, more than anything. And here is the Esther. Got fruit on there, so excited about that. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you got some fruit that you're going to be harvesting next year. Enjoy the weekend. Talk to you guys later. See ya.